Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale were once one of Hollywood's favorite power couples. Their love story began in 1995, leading to a marriage that lasted for nearly 2 decades before they ultimately decided to part ways in 2015. In a recent podcast episode of Dinners on Me with Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Gavin opened up about his time with Gwen, their beautiful memories, and the challenges of divorce. Today, we take an in-depth look into their relationship, their life together, and how Gavin reflects on their past. It all started in 1995 when Gwen and Gavin crossed paths while touring with their bands, No Doubt and Bush. The two instantly connected, bonding over music, passion, and a shared dream of stardom. Their relationship blossomed, and by 2002, they were exchanging vows in a stunning wedding ceremony. Their love story seemed like a fairy tale, filled with adventure, music, and a shared artistic journey. In his recent podcast interview, Gavin Rossdale looked back on those years with fondness, describing it as such an exciting time. He reminisced about their journey together, from the early years of their marriage to the birth of their children. The excitement, the energy, and the thrill of building a life together were undeniable. Gavin talked about how he was there every step of the way, while they created a home and a family. One of his fondest memories was about Gwen creating a lovely nursery for their first baby. Their house wasn't merely a dwelling, it was a loving place filled with laughter, love, and innumerable memories. Gwen purchased the home originally in 1998 for close to $1.4 million. And years later, after they welcomed their first son, Kingston, they sold the home for close to $4.8 million. A standout feature of the time spent together was the parties during New Year's Eve annually. Each year, the pair would organize remarkable celebrations, which gathered friends and relatives. Gavin remembered how they didn't have to worry about looking for the ideal event to go to because they brought the party to them. It was a time of happiness, laughter, and nights of music and memories that would never be forgotten. Those were the years when both Gwen and Gavin were at the peak of their careers. No Doubt was chart-topping, and Bush was a huge hit. Their professional lives were flourishing, and Gavin describes it as a really great time for the two of them. They were both rock stars, managing the pressures of fame while attempting to cultivate their personal lives. Alas, not every love story has a fairy tale ending. Gwen and Gavin, after 20 years of being together, ended their relationship in 2015. Their divorce came as a shock to most fans, but as time went by, they both moved on, concentrating on co-parenting their 3 sons, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo. Finding life after divorce was not simple for Gavin, but he received excellent support from his longtime friends, including actor Jack McBrayer. Gavin praised Jack highly in the podcast, referring to him as the best, and explaining how he has remained a steady presence in his life since the divorce. Jack has stood by him through thick and thin, turning up at each Christmas and Thanksgiving to be there for him and his children. Since the split, both Gwen and Gavin have gone on to other things in their lives. Gwen had another romance with country singer Shelton, and their love has flourished nicely. Gavin, meanwhile, pursues his music career and remains a dedicated father to his 3 boys. They may be different, but they both love their children and are committed to co-parenting. Gavin looks back on the good times. In spite of the highs and lows, he still recalls the thrill, the laughter, and the lovely moments they spent together. His reminiscence about their past makes us realize that love, even if it takes a different shape, still leaves an indelible mark. So what do you think of Gavin's perspective on his past with Gwen? Do you believe in happy endings even after breakup? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more on your favorite celebrities.